Hi again, everyone. I'm olliemathews. This is Societal Narcissism, no contribution with this video. So I came across this on TikTok. It looks like it's some kind of AI generated nonsense. But I want to go through the video. It's pretty short. And then look at some of these comments because the comments are very telling. So let's just get into it.
Off family is self-care. We say it's self-erasure. And parent erasure, too. Our generation apologized forward. Today's generation...
Our generation apologized forward. I don't even know what that means. What generation are they even talking about? The boomers? Gen X? I mean, who are they talking about? Well, we know the boomers apologized to no one. They apologize to no one for nothing. They take zero responsibility for anything they do. Gen X, we were to ourselves and, we got our own problems. So who are they talking about here?
Generation cancels backwards. We get blocked, then branded the villain. No conversation.
You get blocked and branded the villain. How unfair. How unfair. No conversation. We don't even know why. I'm sure you don't.
No explanation. Just silence. Weaponized.
Weaponized silence. No, this isn't a weapon. We're not using this against you. We're doing this to benefit ourselves. This isn't a weapon.
Boundaries were meant to protect, not punish.
Boundaries were meant to protect, not punish. So now they get to redefine what boundaries mean. They get to redefine everything with, again, not a hint of self-reflection. Like, is this my fault? Is it something I did? No. Now they want to sit here and try to redefine terms.
Self-healing was meant to empower.
Self-healing was meant to empower. Again, they want to come and take your terms and twist them into their own meaning.
Not erase your lineage. Real healing doesn't rewrite history. Real growth doesn't silence the people who raise...
Oh, so it's not real healing. It's not real growth. Do you see how they make everything subjective? And they are the arbiter of what's what with everything. Even with these terms and these tactics that we use to protect ourselves, they will sit here and redefine the definition of what they actually mean to fit their own narrative.
Raised you. And no contact doesn't always mean safer.
Oh, it doesn't? For us, it does. It doesn't always mean safer. It's just one gaslight statement after the next here.
Sometimes it just means scripted.
Scripted. I got you. Even if it is scripted, some of which some people have to do just so they can keep on message and keep their focus on no contact. Well, because it's scripted, it's somehow bad? How so? How so? Meanwhile, everything in their life, about their identity, about them, is completely scripted. And by scripted, they mean false. When we do something scripted, we're doing it as a way to defend ourselves from their gaslighting and their hoovering and their attacks. Meanwhile, their abuse is completely scripted and calculated and planned out. Their responses and their identities are completely scripted. More Darvo, more projection.
This isn't about your child's journey. It's about the story they've erased you from.
Oh, they get to tell you what this is about. See, again, they can't stop redefining terms. They won't stop. This is why explaining anything to them, trying to communicate with them, trying to mend fences with them is pointless. It's a pointless endeavor.
and the fake peace they sell when they block you.
The fake peace. So now they're going to tell us whether we have peace or not. The fake peace. Again, you want to tell us what we're thinking, what we feel. Our peace is fake. How do you know that? If we won't speak to you, if we won't communicate with you, how do you know our peace is fake? But they just make these statements and they put them out there and they share them with each other. Why? To gaslight you.
You're left with confusion, guilt, and grief.
Guilt. If you had any guilt whatsoever, or the capacity to feel guilt whatsoever, you wouldn't have been gone no contact with. You have no ability to feel guilt. None. Zero. If you did, you wouldn't be making stupid videos like this. You don't have the capacity for guilt. Ever. Ever.
Not because you failed, but because they've been told that cutting ties is brave.
No, you didn't fail. Not because you failed, because they've been told. They've been told. You're not even smart enough or strong enough to come up with this yourself. This is how little they think of you. This is how little they think of your ability to think on your own, to come up with your own to make your own decisions, to look at a situation yourself and make an educated choice for yourself. Nope. Somebody had to tell you that. They tell on themselves. The more they talk, the more they tell on themselves.
Even when it leaves families in ruins. But clarity is
in ruins. In ruins. The only people left in ruins are the abusers and the abusers' enablers. So if you're left in ruins, you deserve to be.
It's coming. If you've been discarded, disowned, or discredited, you're not alone. And you're not delusional.
No, they are delusional. They're delusional. They're abusive. They're liars. They're toxic. They're selfish. They're narcissistic. And they will destroy anybody and anyone they come in contact with who they feel they're better than, which is most everyone.
You're the parent. You deserve truth, not trends.
You're the parent. Well, yeah, but they're not children anymore. So you have no authority. Again, you're the parent, meaning you have some kind of authority over them. They should be bowing down and capitulating to you, to all your wants, needs, and desires whenever they say so, because they're the parent. This is the mentality. And these same people will wonder why when they were gone no contact with, oh, they just went no contact. They didn't say anything. Never mind the 50 other attempts we tried to get it through their thick skulls of what they were doing, and they didn't want to hear it. You didn't say it this time.
Follow for truth, not therapeutic spin.
Therapeutic spin. I got it. I wanted to look at this, show you some of these comments. My daughter was advised by her therapist to disengage. She threw me away like trash. Well, that's where you put trash. That's what you do with trash. You throw it away. I wish I could make certain that any therapist that recommends a parent be blocked, threaten a peace bond, be fired and banned from working in any area considered therapy. This is written by my father. Avoidance isn't helping anyone. They only hear one side of the story from a biased opinion. Yeah, is that my father? Reaper's Angel. Because remember, my father wrote one of his famous letters to my therapist, who was their therapist at one time, with all this threatening her with lawsuits, calling her unethical, putting all these thoughts in my head I would never have had on my own, the whole nine. Like, these people all do the same things. Gen X is the neglected and abused generation by both sides. The generations after Gen X were pampered and entitled, spoiled participation trophies for everyone. Well, the boomers did start the participation trophies. This is the one here. Karen May. Losing my daughter I could deal with. Never seeing my grandson again is the most evil thing any person could do. Losing my daughter, I could deal with. They tell you what your value is. They have no problem with it, and they think they look good because the grandson. Well, you know what? This is why I tell you to keep your children away from them. Because if her daughter didn't go no contact, okay, and she still had access to that grandchild, what do you think she would be doing? She would be using all her power to turn that grandchild against her daughter. Why? Because she doesn't really value her daughter. She tells you this. She could deal with losing her daughter. Not the grandchild. Not the grandchild, though. The daughter she could deal with. This is another one. Losing my daughter has been horrific. We were best friends. Then one day she ended all ties and moved away. I've mourned her like she died, but she is alive. Sad what culture has done. What have I said about these mothers trying to be BFFs with their daughters? So there were no signs leading up to this. There were no issues before. There was a third person involved. Was there any triangulation? Was there an ex? Is she still close to her father? Did she get married and start listening to her husband? Were you having dinner one night and then the next day she disappeared? So again, the questions, who put it in her head? Who? Because she couldn't have thought of this on her own. She couldn't have been anything you did. She was a daddy's girl, and she and I were so close, I thought. We went to the gym together, to Vegas together, alone. Who wants to go to Vegas with their mother? Who wants to go to the gym with their mother? Had a ball every day and talked a lot. Oh, I'm sure you had a ball, but did she? Did she? Who wants to go to Vegas with just their mother as an adult? Then she cussed us out and left. I always thought she'd get over it and be back in a day or two, because that's the way it's always happened in the past. Now it's been 5 years, no end in sight. I've apologized for whatever I could have done. Whatever I could have done. You don't even acknowledge what you did. What did she go off on you about? She cussed you out. See, this again. Do you see how they keep it vague? Whenever they're pressed for details, it's always just some vague platitudes. What did she curse you out over? She just started cursing you out for no reason? About what? About what? About this. And then I've apologized for whatever I could have done. I text her on holidays and birthdays. I sent her gifts for her birthdays. No response. I've lost her, I guess. And they don't see it. They tell on themselves in their own miserable stories. They keep telling on themselves. I thought she'd be back in a day or two after cursing you out. You had this great relationship, so you want everybody to believe you had this wonderful relationship. You did everything together. You were BFFs. You went to the gym. You went to Vegas alone together, and then suddenly out of nowhere, she starts cursing you out. About what? What did she curse you out about? She don't say anything. She don't tell you. She just keeps it vague. And then I apologize for whatever I could have done. Really. This is why talking to them is completely pointless. Completely. Because no matter what, okay, they're going into this. You got to understand, they're already going into this trying to redefine terms, trying to tell you what your piece is, trying to tell you the purpose of no contact, trying to tell you what boundaries really are. It's all worthless. It's all gaslighting, projecting, Darvo tactics. Don't fall for it. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you want to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, then you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please hype the video on your mobile device and click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched this video over there, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on TikTok, X, and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.